Are leaders born or made? What do you think? Well, some could say if they're born, not enough of them were born. If they're made, you have to answer the question, well, how do you make one? Whether they're born or made, that age-old debate around leadership and its origin begs the question. You see, leadership is recognized one leader-needy moment at a time. And a leader who wakes up in the morning as queen of the court, in charge, in large, with a title, rank, and a corner office, can make the kind of missteps in a single day's work that leaves her without credibility, without confidence, and without competence to lead on the days that follow. A leader's life and their values make the difference. So, whether you are born or made as a leader, on the days that something goes poorly around your organization, on that day, you'll be blamed for leadership. Seldom on the days that things go well where you'll be praised. So whether born or made, one leadership needy moment at a time, leadership fortunes are made and unmade. So since you're going to be blamed for things and seldom praised for them, why not lead with the values that matter to you? Why not lead with the values that you think move the game forward, the ones which are transformative? That's what our class is all about. So I'm looking forward to working with you. Now, a few tips on the exercises. On a weekly basis, this is what we're going to do. I have supplied a question to you. I'm calling these Professor's Probes. There are 7 of them, and in the 8th week, you're going to create your own. I've supplied content that I want you to review in advance. Then I want you to relate it to a story from your life. So the reading should stimulate something. It's like, this reminds me of something I wish I could do over, or something that I now understand this is why they did what they did. And we're asking you to generate a scenario. Now, I think there may be some edits inside the syllabus, whether it's called an organizational drama or situational drama or situational dilemma. I've used all 3 names. I'm referring to the same thing, the fact that there are leader-needy situations where the outcomes are dependent upon the actions of a leader or leadership team. Now, I want you to read the material. I want you to relate it to some story in your life that you can connect with. Then I want you to report it. You're going to report it this way. I gave you a form. I've gave you a Word version of the form inside of the last announcement. I'm going to attach it to this particular announcement as well, because a few people are contacting me going, I'm not sure what you want me to do, Professor. I want you to fill out the form. There are 4 empty blank spaces that follow the progression of any story. There's a once upon a time phase and a happily ever after phase, if it is happily ever after. And then there's usually a V in the middle or a mountain peak in the middle, depending on which way your action goes. I've supplied you with the leading sentences for each phase of the story. Just look at the bottom section and finish the sentences. If you're not sure what to do in terms of storytelling, I've tried to dumb it down so you just follow the steps. Now, you've got to supply the story. You can only supply the story if you've read the content. My confidence is each of us has so lived leadership that we are the made type, that we have been being made by our values. Now, let's spend the next 7 to 8 weeks together talking about what you know of these things and becoming peer consultants to one another in our spiritual growth. Looking forward to working with you this term. Have a great spring. Can't wait to meet you in the classroom.